Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. Want to learn how to get back your ex? Check the link in the description box to learn how. Wife of 12 years, lover of 20, had an affair. I am crushed beyond words. I, 41 meters, found out last Saturday night, 4 days ago as of this posting, that my wife, 40F, has been having an affair for the past several months with a man from her gym. I had my suspicions for weeks/months, but I kept convincing myself I was being irrational, and that she, of all people, could never do something like that to me. I looked at her phone after she was asleep. Invasion of privacy, I know, but it was justified, and I saw ironclad, photographic proof that my worst nightmare had come true. My heart is shattered into a million pieces. I confronted her and we have been talking about it, what to do next, ever since. There have been rivers of tears, from both of us, but surprisingly, no anger, no rage. I don't know if that just means I have not yet arrived at that stage of grief yet. I hope that's not the case, or if it just means that I love her so much that her betrayal makes me sad, not mad. Please do not knee-jerk reaction to this and call her a whore, tell me to kick her to the curb, etc. I need positivity right now, not more negativity. I still love her, deeply. Even the most egregious of sins can't undo 20 years of true love. I'm committed to try my best to work this out with her and hopefully, in time, learn to trust her again, forgive, and reconcile. Partly because I want our 2 daughters, 6 and 9, to grow up in a loving home with 2 parents that are an example of how to be a good couple, recent transgressions notwithstanding. I'm not sure I'll ever tell them about this. But more importantly, I want to reconcile because I don't believe in holding grudges, I don't believe in throwing the baby out with the bathwater, and I do believe in second chances, and I definitely believe that with the exception of this infidelity, she is the best thing that has ever happened to me. I want this to be a very dark chapter in our story, not the end. She has since contacted him and ended their relationship, and he agreed to attend a different gym class timeslot midday, gracious, for a human piece of garbage, while my wife attends at 6 a.m. still. So at least there is some closure there. We have been talking ad nauseum about why she strayed. While it was 100% her choice to betray me and hurt me in such an unimaginable way, nothing happens in a vacuum. After some deep reflection, I realized that over the years I have been taking her for granted. I love yous were few and far between, sex had become predictable, scheduled, and robotic, though she shares half the blame for that. After lengthy discussions, and a lot of ugly crying, we also determined that somewhere along the way of having kids, the flame of passion had gone out. We were friends, and co-parents, still loved each other, but we didn't show it well. We got complacent. We have been talking and talking, well, texting, actually, since was out of town Monday to Wednesday this week, bad timing for a work trip, and are trying to navigate this and eventually begin the rebuilding process. Eventual forgiveness will happen, time heals all wounds, but trusting her again will be the hard part. She swears up and down she will never let it happen again, but yeah, that's what they all say. Some would say once a cheater, always a cheater. She's actually said that many times herself in the past, and that doing something bad keeps getting easier with each offense. The counterpoint to that is that the first time you do something, you may know what the consequences would be, the guilt, knowing how much it would crush me, but until you actually feel and experience those consequences, you don't really understand them. Some people return to a life of crime after getting out of prison, and some people get their shit together and go straight. I hope/want to believe that my wife is of the latter. I'm using a throwaway account and remaining anonymous for a number of reasons. Firstly, I'm embarrassed. I know I'm victim blaming myself, but I can't help but feel like the beta male that was bested by the alpha. I've been cuckolded and it feels horrible. I don't want everyone to know this. I'm trying to find the glimmer of hope in all things right now, and all I can say to this is that she remains with me, and the alpha is alone now. Another reason not telling anyone Earl about this right now is that if/when we do reconcile, I don't want everyone she knows to hate her. This would not be productive for living a healthy life for either of us. Family gatherings would all be dysfunctional, and she would not feel comfortable in her own skin living in our neighborhood among people who think she is scum. The only one who needs to bear the burden of judging and forgiving her is me. And well, partially you now, because of this post. Sorry about that. If I ever decide to tell people about this, it won't be until this is all a distant, horrible memory. Anyways, please try to stay positive here. Negativity begets negativity. She's not a whore, she's not a slut. She's the mother of my children, the love of my life, and my best friend. She made a horrible, horrible choice, and we will deal with the fallout in the best way we can, and I hope beyond hope that in a month, a year, 5, 10, we can look back on this as a low point and that we crawled out of the depths of hell together. What doesn't kill us, only makes us stronger. Thank you for sharing this burden with me. I just needed someone, other than her, to share my feelings with. Here are some of the best comments from our community. All the reasons you say she cheated are just excuses. The real reason she cheated is because she wanted to. She is only sorry she got caught. She didn't confess, you had to catch her. She needs to change gyms altogether. Absolutely no contact. How do you know he actually agreed to different gym times? He can just show up anytime he wants, really. You will feel rage and it will come. Reconciliation is possible if you are both 100% committed. Many things will need to be done, but a few things that need to happen immediately are below. Is she regretful for cheating or getting caught? Has she had an standard/pregnancy test yet? Did she block app on every platform and phone? Did she quit the gym because she can never go back there? Has she written a detailed timeline with every sorted detail for you? You get access to every device and password she has, work included, for you to review anytime you may feel the need. She needs to get into it immediately, as should you, but she is a must. It's possible. Take time and space and process the trauma. You may not feel rage because of work trip. You are not looking at a walking trigger. The only thing I can say to you is, can you live with the knowledge that someone who says they love you betray you in such a horrible way? It happened to me. My wife had a Hans 3 years after we were married. I thought we could get through this and I would forget about it. We now have 3 wonderful kids who are my life. But I still think of the betrayal every day. It's been almost 18 years later. If I were to do it over again and knew what I know now, I would have left. No one should have to think of a betrayal every day. Good luck, man. I hope you make the right choice for you. Couple things you need to remember. She got caught. She didn't feel remorse and came clean with you when it happened. Nope, you caught her, so yeah, she's going to cry and beg for forgiveness. Second, stop blaming yourself. If she had an issue as an adult, you talk to your husband/wife. You do not cheat ever. This is your marriage and life, but I have one question that you really need to think about. Will you ever trust her when she says she's going somewhere like the gym, with her friends? Any of it? Think about it. The rage will come. It will sneak up on you. You'll get more irritable and wonder why. It will hit you every time you look at your partner, but you won't realize it until you unpack your emotions, which will take time. Are you ready for this? More importantly, is your partner ready for this? She will need to endure it, recognize where it's coming from, and accept it without blaming you. Neither of you will have any idea how long this will last. She also needs to shoulder majority of the emotional labor. You can accept your part in the problems of the relationship. She must accept her part in the potential destruction of the relationship. At no point should you feel like you should be saving the relationship. She's the one that should be doing the saving. It's a long, hard road ahead of you. Most have failed. I wish you all the best. Hello, Op. I am sorry that you are enduring this level of betrayal. Having experienced it myself, I would not wish this on my worst enemy. I did not find comfort or a sense of revenge when my ex-wife had and so cheat on her after our divorce. I strongly urge you to go to MC to try to find out why your wife did not come to you about what she felt was missing in the relationship instead of seeking it with another man. I want you to understand that this is a Reddit sub full of people that are raw from the emotional trauma of infidelity, and some of the comments may come from a place of pain. I could not bring myself to seek reconciliation when my ex sought it several months after her app dumped her. In your case, she did not leave you, so there is a difference. You have expressed concern about the main obstacle to a successful reconciliation, and that is trusting her again. It will be entirely on her to assuage your doubts and insecurities that will inevitably crop up when you least expect them. Be prepared for things to unexpectedly trigger them. She will need to be transparent and open at a level much greater than before. You may think that you could have been more attentive, and that may be true. However, that is no excuse for breaking her vows. She will need to openly accept and acknowledge that. I would also caution you about only staying with her for the kids. My wife left me with our children when she took off with her app. I knew that it would have been a toxic environment for the kids to be in a home without love and full of resentment from me if I had taken her back. I simply could not trust her again after that. I hope you can overcome that and things work out for you. There are also subs that provide support, such as a son with infidelity. I wish you the best. I am so very sorry you are suffering. You need to get whatever help you can avail yourself of. Counseling, support groups, friends, family. The anger will come. Be prepared for it. Be ready to deal with your feelings in a constructive way. For now, avoid alcohol and drugs, drink lots of water, exercise, and sleep as best you can. Be kind to yourself. Edited to add, 30 years married, 54 YO female, 4 months out from D-Day number 2. I know whereof I speak. Plus I have cancer, so that's A+. Your wife shouldn't be going to the gym. Not ever again. Not cool. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.